Okay, Square Enix, I see you. Final Fantasy 15, it's finally here. I've been following this game since it was Versus 13, and I've been so excited to hop into this game. The trailer sold. Grand adventure, giant boss fights, tons of quests to complete, a true Final Fantasy experience for fans and first-timers alike. But yet, I'm stuck doing something I never expected to in this game. All I do in Final Fantasy 15 is fish. That's all I do. Not because the game forces me to, but I can't help it. I see a new pond and I have to fish there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those mechanics I love in video games because it's that obscure, random thing that you don't think is going to catch on when you're a game developer, and it totally does. For example, The Witcher 3 with Gwent. This was just a cool card game. I'm sure CD Projekt Red put a lot of time into it, but they weren't like, hey, this is going to take off into its own mobile spin-off. Well, Final Fantasy 15's version of that is fishing. You play as Noctis, his skill is fishing, and you can go ahead and set new records by catching fish. Each pond has different types of fish, and you have to use different bait to catch them. And just to me, that I love it so much. It's just such a random, different thing to do in a Final Fantasy game. And I have a problem because it's literally holding back my progress. I don't know how many hours I put into fishing, but I'll literally just boom, boom, kick my feet up and just start fishing for hours. And then once I run out of fish in that pond, it's on to the next one. And I just love doing it because it feeds into multiple gameplay loops in the game, which is exploration, as well as Ignis's cooking stat, which you can increase by creating brand new recipes. And finding these different fish tend to unlock also new recipes. So the game is feeding off itself, pardon the pun, and I really like that a lot, as if everything's tied, because as I'm exploring, I'm finding these new ingredients, then I'm finding a new pond, then I'm gonna fish in that pond, get some new fish in general, create this new meal, and it just excites me in this weird way where it's like, I never expected to do this in a Final Fantasy game. When I thought of Final Fantasy 15 before launch, I was thinking of all those times I'm going to be running around and panning the camera at the beautiful sights and all these cool enemies I'm going to take on. It just stops me in my tracks to think that what I've spent most of my time so far in this game doing is fishing. I have been fishing in a video game instead of destroying things and collecting all this new loot and new weapons and upgrading my characters and doing hunting missions and all this wealth of content the game offers. I am picking fishing. And what's funny is that this has become almost a phenomenon. I've noticed that a lot of reviewers have pointed out that fishing is the best surprise of the game so far, and I totally agree with that. And I just want to say kudos to Square, man, because this is why people are really going to enjoy Final Fantasy 15 if they've never played it for the first time, is because it has these random different things in it that we don't see too often in Final Fantasy games. The only JRPG I can think of off the top of my head that we could draw a comparison to is like Persona. I know in Persona 4 you could go fishing and one of the goals was to catch this giant fish, and just I like how the mini game plays in general in Final Fantasy 15. But nonetheless, I will have a review out on this game eventually. I didn't get it early like a couple of other game companies did, and this game is huge. So I definitely need to put my time into it to make sure I can give you guys a well-informed opinion on what I think about it, because I know a lot of you guys want to know what I think, considering the fact that I was ridiculously excited for this game. It was my most anticipated game. Just know I am enjoying it so far. I've noticed a few flaws, but I want to make sure that I feel everything out first before I give you guys the final review. So I hope you are looking forward to that. I hope you enjoyed today's video, something a little bit different. But anyway, be sure to let me know if you're playing Final Fantasy 15 in the comments down below, and if you are you addicted to fishing as well? Let me know. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. The links are in the description down below. Check out TriggerBomb.com, the place by Bethesda fans for Bethesda fans. Stay sexy, stay active. Love you all. Peace.